Ladies and gentlemen, it's a big, weird, wild world out there, folks, and here we stand. Al pie del cañón, ready for anything. I'm Rob, that's the Natch, and you're listening to...
The ProBoh Show!
Good morning, friends. It's the start of another week. How are we doing out there? Oh my God, what a weekend. How was the weekend, Natch?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, mine too. You had a good time with your family reunion. Beers, hookers, cocaine. No, just beers. Just beers, it's saying. Okay. Mine was good, really relaxed. I binge-watched Upload on... oh, God. I'm sad. Either my life is sad or I'm addicted to TV. I binge-watched Upload, an Amazon Prime series, and I binge-watched The Consultant. Yeah, dude. And that was my weekend. That and a bunch of writing. When I say I binge-watch things, Natch, usually I put things on in the background while I'm working on other things. But yeah, got a surprise coming for all my Patreon supporters over Christmas. If you want to join me on Patreon, you can do that. Patreon.com/professional bohemian. But that coming at Christmas time, guys. For my Patreon supporters. Especially for those special people. First things first, I want to say a big good morning to Vero, who says, morning, beautiful warriors around the universe and beyond. To Born to Iron Man, good morning, friends. Decoy, good morning. The Bridge, good morning. If you want to be as cool as our live audience, it's very simple, guys. You join them on twitch.tv/professional bohemian. It's the same handle on Instagram if you want to find me there. @professionalbohemian. That's Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. It doesn't get any easier than that. Well, friends, I thoroughly tortured the elves this morning and they provided us with one hell of a show. In today's 100 Humans, I asked them to name a gift someone buys their partner when they feel guilty about something. Nombre un regalo que compra a su pareja cuando se siente culpable de algo. No? It's not even worth it.
Nivelazo.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm sure you're all going to be good at that one. Not suggesting you make your partner angry, but there you go. Then we'll find out why daycare workers were busted. Detenido, I guess. Why they were kind of arrested, caught, red-handed, and more if we have time. Let's see. And today's unpopular opinion, one that I'm surprised we've never done before, but we haven't. This one going out to my friend Chusky Trusky, who constantly says this as as an idea, and I haven't done it up until now. It is monogamy is unrealistic in modern society. That is the unpopular opinion. La monogamia no es realista en la sociedad moderna. Oof, I butchered that, Natch. I butchered it. Monogamia no es realista en la sociedad moderna. I don't know. I think I've gotten there. Is the pronunciation really screwed up, Natch? You can be honest. Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit. Well, whatever.
Sociedad.
Sociedad. Okay. Sociedad moderna. Thank you. Give yourself a ProBoh approved, Natch. Come on, dude. Super teacher.
ProBoh approved.
He's the maestro around here. How are we doing, Eduardo? How are you doing, Eduardo? Nivelazo, sort of, says the Bridge. Monogamia. Thank you. All right. I get it. But according to Apple Podcasts, we're in the top 100 of comedy shows in Spain, which means, I'm practically bilingual. There you go. By the way, a special good morning to all our podcast downloaders. There was original content just exclusively for the podcast people last week. But is Richard in the studio this week, Natch? I think he is, no? Doesn't he? Does he have a show? Yeah, he does. On Thursday, right? On Thursday. So Thursday will be another podcast exclusive episode of The ProBoh Show. So you got to find me on any good podcast directory. You can find the show. The ProBoh Show. Just search on Google. You'll find it. Follow me there if you want. Rate it. Like it. All right. Should we get into today's show? I think so. I'm here. You're here. Natch is here. Let's see what's going on in the world. Google A Gmail and Photos content deletions will start December the 1st, Google says. Google is going to start deleting your emails and photos, Natch. Wah, wah, wah. Well, not yours, probably. This is only for accounts that have been unused for the last 24 months, apparently. Gmail and Photos content deletions will start on December the 1st. If you've got a Google account, my friends, and you haven't used it in a long time, it's time to sign in. Starting December the 1st, Google will begin deleting content from certain inactive personal Google accounts. This is coming from Forbes.com. Yeah, it's not a scam email I got. It's coming from Forbes. So this is a little warning from me, ProBoh, to you, my dear listeners. This includes Gmail messages, Google Photo libraries, Google Calendar appointments, and Google Doc archives. Google had previously warned users about this action in July, stating that accounts inactive for over 2 years would be affected. The move is for security reasons, as inactive accounts are more vulnerable to compromise. Google business accounts are not included in this purge. Users who have been active in any way on their Google accounts in the past 2 years are safe from deletion. For those with multiple accounts or who haven't accessed their accounts in a while, Google advises signing in at least once every 24 months and using the account recovery process if necessary to avoid content deletion. There you go, Natch. Do you have a Google account that you don't use?
No, I don't.
No? Yeah, I have a few. I have, like, when I was consulting, I have my old consultancy account. Dude, I've got like 3 or something. But I mean, I'm quite happy for Google just to delete them. I don't use them, whatever. But bear that in mind, friends. All right, next. AI robotics GPT moment is near. AI robotics GPT moment is near. Oof, it's kind of a complicated headline, this one, but an important one nonetheless. Se acerca el momento GPT de la robótica de IA. Okay, so the GPT moment. This is articles coming from TechCrunch. It's important that we get into this one because, as you know, we've been speaking about the impact of labor due to the increase in the usage of these GPT models, these AI large language models. So the TechCrunch article titled AI Robotics GPT Moment is Near discusses the imminent breakthrough in AI-powered robotics, drawing parallels with the transformative impact of large language models like GPT. Peter Chen, the CEO and co-founder of Covariant, highlights how AI robotics will revolutionize repetitive work across sectors, including logistics, manufacturing, and healthcare. The success of these AI robots hinge on 3 core aspects: a foundation model approaching using a vast, diverse data set, training on large, high-quality data sets, and the application of reinforcement learning. Okay, let's unpack this because it's quite a dense article. So, GPT models have in some way led to either a massive increase in productivity or many companies discovering that they need less humans. AI robotics are, obviously, as it sounds, robots that have inbuilt within their systems an AI brain. And this means that they could potentially replace humans in repetitive tasks. We read about, or we had a news story, I think it was last week or the week before, how a restaurant chain in the US had started using robot chefs. And it reduced human error almost completely. We read a news story about how an Amazon warehouse is testing out warehouse robots replacing, well, no, they say not to replace humans, but what are the humans going to do? Yeah, so it's a worrying time where AI robotics is approaching a GPT moment, a moment where the technology meets meets the labour market in a way that will cause a massive change. Let's see how this new story develops. But interesting article by TechCrunch. By the way, guys, all of these articles are available to you. The links with a little description of each article in my Patreon. All right, let's continue. Why companies are racing to build the world's biggest bug farm. Why companies are racing to build the world's biggest bug farm. This is coming from the Washington Post. Bug farm, una granja de insectos o bichos. ¿Por qué las empresas se apresuran a construir la mayor granja de insectos del mundo? Have you ever eaten a bug, Natch?
No, never.
On purpose?
No.
Because apparently we all eat spiders when we're asleep. Yeah. I have. I ate a cricket. I don't know if it was a cricket or whatever the hell it was. A Mexican restaurant. They made like special tacos with these bichos inside. It was good. But this isn't, ironically, to replace human food. Let's get into the article. In a race to create the world's largest insect farms, companies are investing heavily in high-tech facilities to produce protein from bugs like crickets, mealworms, and fly larvae. How do you say cricket in Spanish, Natch?
Grillo.
Grillo. Is that a rolled R? Grr. No. Okay, thank you. Crickets, mealworms, and fly larvae, aiming to offer a more sustainable alternative to traditional animal feeds. Yeah, these farms are to replace what would be food for animals. These farms, some sprawling over tens of thousands of square meters, use advanced methods to grow insects rapidly, feeding them on food waste and using their byproducts for fertilizer and nutrient-rich oils. While not targeted for human consumption, this burgeoning industry, supported by significant venture capital and partnerships with agricultural giants, seeks to reduce greenhouse emissions and reliance on sustainable practices in food production. Interesting stuff. So yeah, you may not be eating bugs, but what you eat may be eating bugs. Rob, I don't know if it was a cricket or a lobster. No, it was a cricket. Honestly, it didn't taste of anything. I mean, the taco itself was delicious, but I couldn't particularly taste the cricket. And lobsters, yeah, people should not be grossed out by eating insects, Natch, because mariscos are basically sea insects, right? When you look at a prawn, that looks about the furthest you can get from a cow. You know what I mean? It looks like a bicho. It looks like an insect. Anyway, friends, on that note, let's dive headfirst into today's unpopular opinion.
Unpopular opinion.
All right, guys, here we are. What is an unpopular opinion? Let's see. Edward here says, then we now have a new god that we have to worship, artificial intelligence. Yeah. No, not a new god. Not a new god. In the same way as the internet, we don't kind of serve the internet. The internet serves us. Ideally, it will be the same with AI. But my worry is, what's going to happen with all these jobs that are being displaced by AI, right? Because, I mean, the people are comparing the boom in artificial intelligence to the creation of what we know as the modern internet. But it's very different. Whereas the internet gave us tools, in the most part, what it gave us was new territory to conquer. You know, the .com boom, for example. You know, new territory meaning new websites, URLs, pieces of land that we could mine for resources. You know, it gave us a new economy. AI is it's essentially just a tool. You know, so I find it difficult to think how new jobs are created by AI, and specifically if AI and robotics merge, that Venn diagram, those two circles merge, where do humans stand in the labor market? It's worrying. Because they are rich in protein, I think, says Edward. Yeah, rich in protein. And obviously, you know, I don't know if you know about the mad cow crisis that we had in England. Do you remember that, Natch? Yeah, that was because they were feeding animals, the other animals. So I would rather than be eating bugs and enjoy my burger without worrying about going crazy. You know, British people who were around and ate beef at that time aren't allowed to donate blood or bone marrow, medulla. Not even a nivelazo for medulla.
Vaya nivelazo.
I mean, dude, that wasn't the translation, Elf. That was 100% raw. Yeah, because a friend of mine, he had the precursors of leukemia, and I wanted to donate my bone marrow to him, and the doctors said, or at the hospital, they said, no, I couldn't. Crazy. Rob, I don't know if it was a cricket or a lobster. Have you ever seen razor clams? I have, navajas, razor clams. Oh, God, Natch, I'm on fire today. It's Monday and I'm killing it. I have, and they're delicious. All right, let's get into today's unpopular opinion, today's brain fat, today's rayada, today's pedo mental. Okay, today's brain fat, today's unpopular opinion is monogamy is unrealistic in modern society. La monogamia no es realista en la sociedad moderna. More or less, right, Natch? Why haven't we done this one before? I don't know. I mean, because for me, this is even an unpopular opinion for me, I guess. Because at my core, I am a romantic. Even though I've been cheated on a million times. I'm still a romantic. And I would like to believe we live in a world where monogamy is still possible. But, nevertheless, I asked the elves, or I made this statement to the elves, and they provided me with some pros and cons. Let's get into them right now. In the pro column, agreeing with the statement that monogamy is unrealistic in modern society. With societal norms evolving, the traditional notion of monogamy may not align with more liberal and varied relationship preferences present in modern society. It's true, you know, I once went on a date with a girl who was polyamorous. And she let me know, like, very, very soon into the relationship, like, I'm polyamorous. So, you know, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to adapt to that lifestyle. And obviously, I didn't want to, and it petered out there. Okay, let's get into this even more longer lifespans. As people live longer, the expectation to stay with a single partner for an entire lifetime can seem unrealistic, considering personal growth and changes over decades. It's true, our grandparents lived until they were, 60s? In their 60s? It's like, you know, it's an investment of like 30 years of your life, 40 max. You know, now we're living to be 100, dude. It's like, what, really? Seriously? 80 years with this person? Okay, next. Technology and social media provide more opportunities to meet new people, potentially increasing the likelihood of infidelity or questioning monogamous commitments. I think this is the main reason why relationships are kind of difficult to the point of impossible nowadays. It's because there is so much choice out there, you know? I mean, I've been cheated on a hell of a lot. And for my own for my own mental sanity, I like to think that's because there are just so many other options out there, right? Next, and final point in the pro column, there's a growing recognition and acceptance of various relationship structures like polyamory, open relationships, etc., which challenge the idea that monogamy is the only or most natural choice. All right, so those are the pro points. Now, in the cons, in the Los Contras, saying monogamy is realistic and relevant even today. Here we go. Monogamy provides a stable and predictable structure for raising children and managing households, which can be advantageous for both personal and societal stability. Next, emotional bonds. Many people find deep satisfaction in monogamous relationships where strong emotional connections and bonds are formed with a single partner over time. Third point. Monogamous relationships can offer health benefits in terms of lower risks of certain sexually transmitted infections and potentially provide safer emotional and physical commitment. And final in the con column is this. For many, monogamy aligns with their personal, moral or religious values, and remains a deeply ingrained societal norm. There you go, guys. Those are the pros and cons. There are no correct answers here, by the way. The closest we can get to correct is turning our attention to the oracle there in the next room. What do you think, Natch? Where do you point on this?
But I think as everything, the everything that we are supposed to believe, like monogamy is the main thing. These are things that we haven't chosen.
Yeah.
They have been chosen for us during decades, centuries.
True.
So I don't take for granted anything. So if you want to be, I don't know, you believe in polygamy or I find it perfectly well.
I understand. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on this. So yeah, I went out on a couple of dates, and I'll be honest, with this polyamorous girl, I thought, it was the first date she told me, and I kind of liked her. She was fun and adventurous, and I thought, well, let's see where this goes, right? Let's see where this goes. After the third or fourth date, she started telling me about her other partners, and I'm like, damn, I just don't know if I could. Although, it would have been preferable to be in a relationship with someone who was completely open and honest about cheating on me than what I've suffered over the past 45 years. Yeah, I don't know. I am so stuck with this one. Now, is it me who's gotten caught in a record groove, skipping back to the same kind of societal standard that I've had ingrained in me? I mean, I was raised Roman Catholic. I am obviously an atheist now, but maybe a little bit of that that societal kind of training is the reason I'm stuck with this. Maybe there are other options out there for people. I certainly wouldn't poo-poo anyone who wanted to explore different relationship structures. So does that mean that maybe monogamy isn't realistic anymore? Because there are too many options out there? Because access to technology has given us much more of a bird's eye view into the other potential partners that there are out there. That longer lifespans, the idea that we live 20, 30 years longer than our grandparents, making it almost unsustainable, right, to maintain a relationship over that amount of time. I don't know. This is a curious one, friends. I need your help with it. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Let's see. Vero says, true. Today's society is used to short relationships. Many people even go for poly love. This, as I see it, shows a lack of commitment to your partner. Yeah, I mean, this... I hate to go back to this poor girl. No naming. But she was a really open, honest person. And she made it clear that I wasn't the main kind of... I wasn't going to be the main relationship in her life, I don't know. Is it ego that stops, or that stopped me from participating in the relationship? I don't know, man. I honestly haven't paused to think about it enough. Anyway, let's continue. Edward says, not yet, but in 20 years, it will be rare. The birth rate in the West is increasingly lower. True story, Edward. This is something we've covered many times on the show. We read an article a couple of weeks ago, I think, about how secularism is responsible for this, for the birth of this trend of lower birth rates. Is secularism also responsible for the degradation of what we see as the monogamous relationship? Could be, right? The bridge here. I was a defender of monogamy initially for religious and moral reasons, but now I could not have it any other way. It would make my life too complicated. There's another thing, Natch. I mean, I'm in a relationship right now. I don't understand how people can cheat. It's like making your life twice as difficult. It's like choosing. It's hard enough having one partner, keeping one person happy. Are you crazy? Okay, so there you have it, friends. That's today's unpopular opinion. Monogamy is unrealistic in modern society. I have a ton of comments here. You guys were really participative on Instagram at Professional Bohemian, @Bohemian Profesional. I'll read some of those comments when we get back after the break. Right now, I will post a poll in the chat for our live audience joining us on twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian, Bohemio Profesional, pero en inglés. And you will tell me, is monogamy unrealistic for this modern society? Interesting stuff. Friends, we're going to take a very quick commercial break. There are so many things you could have been doing on this fine Monday morning, but instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me, and it means the absolute world. I will see you in a few minutes. Hey guys, if you'd like to support the show, you can do so on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Professional Bohemian. There you'll find VODs of the episodes as they are recorded live, blogs, vlogs, and behind-the-scenes content. If you'd like to watch the show live, you can do so on twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian, and you can participate in the polls we use in the show on Instagram @Professional Bohemian or Twitter @ProBoh, ProBoh. Okay, on with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. How are you doing out there, folks? You're listening to the ProBoh Show live. It's currently 9 a.m. Central European Time, 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our friends in the US, and 4 p.m. for our friends in Hong Kong and the Philippines. How are you doing? If you've just tuned in, what did you miss? We looked at, we informed you about Google's new, God, how would you even, I mean, Google are going to basically delete photos, emails, Google Calendar things. Basically, they're going to delete a lot of content from old personal accounts. So if you have an old Google account, time to sign in, friends, so Google doesn't delete them. December the 1st is the date that's going to happen. We looked at a TechCrunch article stating that AI robotics is close to reaching a turning point where it will enter the market in quite a strong and impactful way. And then we looked at how companies now are racing to create the world's biggest bug farm to help feed, or to provide another option, a cheap option for animal feed. Interesting stuff. Rich in protein, I believe. Eduardo also shared that opinion. If you want to join us and share your opinion live on the show, you can do so at twitch.tv/Professional Bohemian. Okay, the poll is finished about today's unpopular opinion on Instagram. On Instagram, they said, damn, let me find my notes because I took it down. On Instagram, they said, when I asked them, or when I made the statement that monogamy is not realistic in today's modern society, they said 64% false. Yeah. That makes my heart feel good because I'm quite a romantic. Although I've had some terrible experiences recently, not so recently. Basically, my love life has been... I've been cheating on a lot, friends. And I am not a guy who cheats. I'm pretty pragmatic when it comes to relationships. I know it's very, very difficult to keep one person happy. Why would I make my life even more difficult? So this is an interesting and quite a prescient one for me. Because once when I was single, I was almost got into a polyamorous relationship. I got into a relationship with a polyamorous person. Today's unpopular opinion is monogamy is unrealistic in a modern society. I did get some messages online. First of all, I'm going to read what our chat says. Vero said, if you cheat on your partner, maybe and only maybe because you don't love him or her the way you say you do. I would agree with that. Do you think that's where it is? Do you think people cheat on their partners because they don't love them? I've got to be honest, I don't agree with that statement. I think quite often when someone cheats, it's a sign of weakness. Strong people don't cheat. Strong people move on, you know. Sorry, this isn't working out. Bye. I think it's a sign of weakness. I think people cheat not because they want another partner, usually because they're looking for something that they feel like they've lost within themselves. You know, like, I think selfish people cheat. Selfish, immature people cheat, I think. I think that's kind of my takeaway. You know, they don't cheat because they don't like you. They cheat because they perceive they've lost something about themselves in or within themselves. And they try and find that in the arms of other people. That's my opinion anyway. Edward says, I think this issue also depends a lot on the age of the person. Young people see it as more normal. Those in their 40s or older have not yet. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm too old to understand this properly. The Bridge says, Rob, I sent you a link to the clam fishing. Okay, thanks, Bridge. Bridge here is trying to turn me into a clam fisherman, Natch. Okay, so what did... well, first of all, let's read some comments I received on Instagram. Fabian said, it's not unrealistic, just being shadowed by all the unfaithfulness. I think he's referring to me there. Maybe. I mean, to be fair, this is my unpopular opinion. I've kind of run out of my own unpopular opinions. We've done 400 episodes of this thing. I am not that much of a freak. I have so many unpopular opinions. Now we're relying on other people's unpopular opinions. Peth Volador, our friend Chusky Trusky, says, monogamy is one of the most dangerous lies we have been fooled with. Woo! Priya, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. She says, I think it's not about being realistic or not. It's about choice and respect. Interesting. Lena wrote to us again, monogamy is not for everyone in this fast-paced world. We're evolving and exploring. Okay. Max, honestly, I believe in monogamy is still relevant. It's about commitment and building something lasting. Yeah, I've been quite unsuccessful in that. But yeah, I mean, that's what it's about. I mean, Natch is the man. Natch is the man. He's living like a... Natch, you're living like a king, sir. Living like a king. Finally, Derek says, it's about what works for each individual. Education and understanding different perspectives are key. Thank you. All right, so yeah, I mentioned, right, that 64% said false. But what about you guys, our live audience? What did you say? So I made the statement, monogamy is unrealistic in a modern society. And you guys said... a 50-50 split, Natch. 50-50 split. Is this a generational thing? I think it could be. Maybe I'm just past the age of understanding or being open to that. I remember when I did eventually say to this this person I was dating that, look, this isn't going to work out for me. I'm not kind of, I guess, I'm not open to being in a relationship like that. I know it would hurt me too much to be in that kind of a relationship. She did say that my barrier was my ego. And maybe there's a certain amount of truth to that. Maybe to be in a polyamorous relationship is to let go of your selfish nature, to let go of the controlling nature that maybe monogamy imposes upon us. Or maybe I'm just old-fashioned. I don't know. But one thing's for sure. Whereas it might not be for everyone, you know? Whereas it, you know, there are a million ways to live a life. A million and two, let's say. And one thing we can't do in a society is say things are unrealistic or not, right? Whereas, like, polyamory or open relationships is not my bag. It's not something that I would be interested in to preserve my own kind of mental health, I guess. We can't say that it's not realistic or good or bad because everyone's an individual here, you know? Everyone. There are a million ways to live a life. If secularism has done anything, it's shown us that, right? And I think that's a good thing. Whereas the world's population may suffer, I think each of us live a life that's designed by ourselves, and I think that's, on a whole, a net positive. All that said, my friends, that's just my opinion. And as Grandpa Bo used to say, opinions, friends, they're like buttholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink, including mine. So on that note, let's go to today's 100 Humans. The key is respecting everyone. Everyone's opinions, says the bridge. I agree. Which is what's so beautiful and unique about this show. We get to hear so many opinions. All right, let's get into today's 100 Humans. Friends, it was a long walk to work today across snow-capped mountains and through river valleys. And on that walk, I encountered 100 humans. And I asked them all a question. Today's question was, name a gift. Nombra un regalo. Someone buys their partner if they feel guilty about something. Nombre regalo que alguien compra a su pareja cuando se siente culpable de algo. I asked them that question. They gave me their answers. I'm in possession of the top 7 answers right here. Your job in the chat is to identify those top 7 answers. How are you doing, Rafelka, Decoy, Vero? Woo! They're on fire. Natch, the chat is on fire. But we always turn this over to our one and only Oracle to kick us off. Let's see. What do you think, Natch?
Flowers.
Vero and Rafelka agree. Flowers. Is it there, though? Flowers. Yes, it is. Well done, guys. Vero, Rafelka, Natch. With 26 of 100 humans, it's the number 1 answer. Someone asked me the other day, did they say, does Natch know the 100 human answers? I'm like, no, we come to work separately. When I'm on my way here asking the 100 humans, Natch is on the patinette, on his way in. Not now, but it used to be. All right, so flowers is there. 26 of 100 humans say flowers are a gift someone buys their partner when they feel guilty. Cuando se siente culpable of something. De algo. All right, let's get into our marvelous live audience now. Decoy says a romantic dinner. Well, I don't like how a lot of these are framed as if the man has something to be guilty about. By the way, if you want to buy me flowers, go ahead, man. I'm open to it. So a dinner. Is dinner there? A romantic dinner. Decoy? Yes, it is. Well done. 10 of the 100 humans said dinner. Dinner. Una cena. All right. Have you ever bought Lady Natch flowers or dinner, Natch?
No. No.
Well,
flowers for something I have to regret. No.
Just so you know, friends, if you ever treat your partner to a lovely dinner or buy them flowers, they're feeling suspicious. You're welcome, ProBoh Show listeners. You're welcome. All right, well done, Decoy. A romantic dinner, it's there. See, this is why, it's why I set the bar so low, Natch. Never taking someone out to dinner, never buying them flowers, just so they know I'm an honest guy. You're welcome. You're welcome, is it? And then I wonder why I'm cheating on so often. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, a romantic dinner. Vero says chocolates. Chocolate. Do you buy your partner chocolate when you feel guilty about something? What do you think the 100 humans said? They said yes. Well done. Chocolate is there. Chocolate. Chocolate. All right. Let's continue. Chocolate. Well done, Vero. Rafelka says perfume. Perfume or aftershave, Gee, I don't like how this is framed as the man has got something to be guilty about. I don't like it. Perfume. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. Rafelka, you're on fire. Vero, Decoy, you're all on fire. Well done. Not a single wrong or incorrect answer. Decoy and Rafelka both say jewelry. Jewelry. Joyeria, I believe. Jewelry. Is it there? Yes, it is. Well done. All right, well done. 18 of 100 humans said jewelry, joyeria. Very, very good. Okay, I'm going to give you some clues, because so far you're batting 100. You haven't got a single wrong answer, and I want to maintain that streak. So, here's a clue. This thing is often grouped in with jewellery, but it's not. It's a lot more functional than that. It's an item you might wear on your wrist. Oh my God, did I just give it away? Maybe. Vero says, a watch. A watch. Reloj de pulsera, Natch? Oh, dude! That was...
Vaya nivelazo.
That was from you last week. See, I'm learning, Natch. Your lessons aren't wasted. I finish the show, I take notes. Lessons from Natch. Watch, it's there. Well done. Okay, last one. Like jewellery and a watch, it's something... Ooh. Oh, hang on, wait. That's just going to give it away. Keeps you cold when the weather is inclement, when its weather's bad. Apparently, if it weren't for Adam and Eve, we wouldn't wear these at all. If you subscribe to religion, anyway. Okay, what do we have here? We have a book from Vero, a new phone, says Rafelka. None of those are there. Mwah, mwah, wow. No, keeps you warm when it's cold out, or keeps you warm when it's cold out, Bridge. What do you think it is, Natch?
Clothes.
Clothes. Rafelka says a coat would fall under the clothes banner, but is it there? Yes, it is. Well done, guys. Oh, my God. Basically, anything you would buy your partner for Christmas tells them you're cheating. Stop it. Oh, thank God airplane tickets aren't there. That's what I've gifted this year. All right, here we go. A coat, says Vero. Clothes. A fig leaf, says the Bridge. Good answers, friends. Let's get into this. So I asked 100 humans to name a gift someone buys their partner when they feel guilty about something. Nombre un regalo que alguien compra a su pareja cuando se siente culpable de algo. All right, here we go. In position number 7 was dinner, cena. Let's go to a nice dinner, sweetheart. But what's this on your shirt? Never mind, dinner time. In position number 6, a watch, un reloj de pulsera. In position number 5, clothing, ropa. Here's a beautiful pair of jeans. Rob, thanks. In position number 4, perfume, or cologne, aftershave. Yeah, okay. Now that was 100% Rob, just so you know, Natch. Just so you know. All right, in position number 3, with 10 as well, 100 humans, was chocolate. In position number 2, jewelry. Joyeria, jewelry. 18 of 100 humans said that one. And finally, in position number 1, congratulations, Vero, Rafelka, and the Natch. It was flowers. Flores. Flowers. Well done, friends. Killing it. Rob, don't beg, says the Bridge. Did I beg? What am I begging for? Am I begging for flowers? Maybe. All right, guys, on that note, let's go to today's Complete the News.
Complete the news!
All right, folks, it's Complete the News time. I'm going to give you a real news headline, un titular. But I'm going to leave out some important information. Your job in the chat is to complete the news with the 3 options I give you. Okay, here we go. First one. Daycare workers busted for allegedly running blank. Detienen a trabajadores de una guardería por presuntamente dirigir blank. Daycare workers busted, detenidos, for allegedly running blank. Is it A, a child fight ring, like Fight Club, but for children? Is it B, child rental services? Por si acaso quieres alquilar un niño. I don't know why. Servicio de alquiler de niños. Or is it C, a mining operation? Explotación minería. As it should be. As it should be. Daycare workers busted for allegedly running blank. Is it a child fight ring? How would you say that? A ring de lucha infantil or something like that? Yeah? Oh, dude. Killing it. Is it B, child rental services, servicio de alquiler de niños? Or is it C, a mining operation? Explotación minería. What do you think? A, B, or C? What do you think, Natch?
B.
You think B? Child rental services. Rent-a-tot. I like it. Should be C. Someone's been listening to our show over there in the States and thought, this guy, this bald guy, he's onto something. We need to get these kids mining lithium. All right. It seems like B is in the lead. They agree with you, Natch. A child rental services. If the worker were Rob, it would be C, says the bridge. True story. All right. So, daycare workers busted for allegedly running. The answer is A. Oh! Interestingly, only the bridge identified that as the correct answer. Yeah, it's true. 2 daycare teachers in South Carolina, a 56-year-old and a 27-year-old, have been charged with encouraging children aged 3 and 4 to engage in fights at the kids' daycare. The teachers, who have been terminated from their positions, face multiple counts of contributing to the delinquency of a minor and unlawful conduct towards a child. The investigation revealed that they instructed the children to shove, pull, and hit each other. Although no serious physical injuries were reported, concerns about the potential emotional and psychological harm remain. Daycare owner and local authorities have emphasized that these were actions of rogue employees and not indicative of the daycare's overall conduct. There you go. See, they would have been safer in the mine. Just saying. Just saying. You all poo-poo my ideas. But the kids would have been way safer in a lithium mine. All right, let's continue. We do have another. Okay, here we go. A man hired day laborers. I don't know how you said the elf, the translation elf said jornaleros. Yeah, is that right? Oh, dude. Well done, elf. Okay. A man hired day laborers for $500 to blank. They tried to alert the cops, but were turned away. Un hombre contrató a jornaleros por $500 blank. Intentaron avisar a la policía, pero fueron rechazados. So what was it? What did they hire them? What did he hire them for? Is it A, dispose of his wife's body parts? Ew. Was it B, perform sexual acts? Oh. Or was it C, deliver drugs? A, B, or C? Quite a dark one to finish off the show, friends. Quite a dark one. A man hired day laborers for $500 to blank. They tried to alert the police but were turned away. Un hombre contrató a jornaleros por $500. Blank. Intentaron avisar a la policía, pero fueron rechazados. What did he hire them for? Was it A, to dispose of his wife's body parts, deshacerse de partes del cuerpo de la esposa? Was it B, perform sexual acts, realizar actos sexuales? Or was it C, deliver drugs, entregar drogas? A, B, or C? I'm seeing in the chat here, Rob is right. It's the first time anyone said that. I feel emotional right now. What do you think, Natch? A, B, or C?
A.
You think A? Dispose of his wife's body parts. Decoy, okay. I see that A is also popular in the chat. So, they tried to alert the cops, but they were turned away. Fueron rechazados. A man hired day laborers for $500 to... The answer was A. Well done, guys. All right, well done, Natch. Well done. All right, here we go. So it's true. Sam Haskell Jr., the son of an Emmy-winning producer, was arrested on suspicion of murder after a group of day laborers reportedly being paid $500 by him to haul away trash bags, to get rid of trash bags full of body parts from his home. The laborers initially told the bags were the laborers were told the bags contained rocks. They discovered body parts inside upon inspection. They returned the money and bags to Haskell and attempted to report the incident to authorities. And get this, but they were turned away by 2 law enforcement stations. Haskell's arrest followed the discovery of a dismembered torso in a parking lot in Encino. His wife, May, and her parents are still missing. Haskell is scheduled for a court appearance on Monday. My God, dude. My God. Yeah, I mean, maybe if it was more money. No, I mean, that is a disgusting crime, dude. You know what? They buried the lead on this one. I think the biggest piece of news here is that a couple of guys went to the police and said, hey, this guy is making us get rid of bags full of a corpse. And they were like, no, not today. Not today. We're eating donuts. Can't you see it's coffee break time? What the hell? All right, friends. Well, look, we have to leave today. What an amazing show. Thank you so much. Again, all the links to all the news items we've used today are there in my Patreon, waiting for you to dive in deeper. Patreon.com/professional bohemian. Friends, so many things you could have been doing today. An infinite number of things. But instead of doing those things, you took the time to spend some time with me and the Natch, and it means the world. See you tomorrow.